Hello, boxing fans around the world. Welcome once again to another episode of the Friday Night Panel on Talkin Fight. And boy, are we glad to have Tim Witherspoon back in the audience with us. Woo, woo, woo. You've been in the hospital. You've been in the hospital, but you're back in fighting form. And as a matter of fact, I see you have a new YouTube channel too. So you got a lot of things on the go.
Yeah, a friend. Well, I was at my son's gym, and a guy by the name of Bryant. I forgot his last name, but he's from up north, past New York, and he had a lot of ideas. He's a guy that we was just talking about him that marketing stuff. He's marketing stuff, and he invited me to the hospital and introduced me to people. He said he would try to build the Witherspoon name up. So I said, "Oh, I think that's pretty cool. Let's go." So I got off my lazy butt and went up, and now I like it. So I'm just waiting for things to get better and better. Seems like it's going to. Seems like it's going to be a really good thing.
But yeah.
Hey, Mike, how you doing? Glad to have you on board. Thanks for joining us on the panel, as usual.
Always. Check out the fireplace.
You got a fireplace now. one of us is making money.
No. One of us wishes lots.
I'm gonna try to get Bryant to get involved with this here show, so we can bring a lot of followers. Like you said, you found out about the YouTube channel. We did it. We're doing pretty good. I'm going to start teaching people lessons and stuff. Did you see it? Right. I'm gonna start having little segments about how you box and stuff like that. And which started it was me trying to get a job with Anthony Joshua. Like I said, me and my daughter met him several times in the UK. He's a really nice guy. When she was a baby, he helped me on the train with him. We sat down and talked for like a half an hour, and then I met him at events. He's a really nice guy. He deserved the best because he's a nice guy. I heard he was in trouble before, I think, as an adolescent, as a kid, but he overcame that and he got into boxing and stuff like that. So I can really help him. So I'm reaching out.
I'll tell you this, Tim. He's one of these boxers who, got into a bit of trouble as a young fella. He got into a bit of street fighting, and he admits it. He got into a bit of trouble because police found him with some weed. So he got in a bit of trouble.
With weed.
He got into a bit of trouble.
You know what? Weed with the cops.
It sucks then that we say that now. You know, it's like back in the day, 20 years ago, it's like, oh yeah, he was caught with weed. That was bad, man. That was bad.
Yeah, I know.
Now it's like you call up and your dispensary comes and drops it off to you. Like, you know what I mean?
I know.
Well, that's here.
Everybody got it. Everybody go to the place.
Yeah, there's a store. Like, it blows my mind. There's a store you can go to buy weed. Man. You know, like
in Canada.
Listen to stuff 20 years ago. They're like,
no, in America.
He was caught with weed.
Oh, you got that in America too?
They got them everywhere. My son go. They got them everywhere.
Everywhere, man. It's everywhere.
Everywhere. A couple of guys that I'm associated with, they go there and get it every. I haven't been involved with the marijuana in like about a month and 3 weeks, and now I feel like I don't really want it. Like when I was sick, like I don't want to drink. I like the feeling of not really
being clean.
Smoking.
Having that
clean. I kind of like it because I'm getting things done. I clean the house up. I'm bullying my daughter around, making sure she do her homework, and I kind of like that. Like that, but I'm not saying I might go. I need something maybe to relax me in the future. I don't know.
Got to get a nice sativa.
Well, you know what?
A sativa. I have to go next time you get a nice sativa. It'll make sure you get stuff done.
Oh, is that marijuana? That's marijuana?
Yeah.
This is Bryant right here. Hold on. This is the guy. Hold on.
Graham, how are you doing?
Bryant. He got big news. Hold on.
I know the wall.
Listen, Bryant. Hold on. Let me put you on a Bryant.
You're up on the second floor.
I'm on the podcast every Friday at 7. I can't talk you that long, but they want you to get involved too. They want you to come on too. Brian just told me he got big news for me.
Oh, excellent.
You made $1 million
Hold
bucks.
on. No, wait a minute, Brian. So Brian, what's going on?
All right, so I got reached out to by that Shape Up program, right? They're federally funded and they're state funded. They're involved with all these politicians, and they had a meeting, and they said they're going to make a documentary on Philadelphia, right, and all the problems and everything. And they want to know if you would be the star in their documentary. They said there is no other person that could represent Philadelphia more than Tim Witherspoon. They said we want him in our documentary. We want to prop him up as an icon for the Shape Up program, like the big guy. Man, you couldn't have better PR than that, Tim.
See, Brian, they want you to start coming on the podcast, okay?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, so I'm on now doing the show, and maybe you could bring a lot of followers and everybody to our show. I gave the number to.
I have it, and Eric has it.
I'm sorry. I wish you could have came on now. Listen, we
have it.
We have
the number.
You got the number. You want to wait till next week to put him on?
We'll talk to him during the week.
Okay, they're going to talk to you. They're going to talk to you during the week, so you could be on the show every Friday, maybe. Okay.
Maybe put it in the chat.
Hold on. What did you say?
Tomorrow, Eric, the guy who runs, he's the CEO of Shape Up, the director of the whole program. He wants to talk to you on the phone. Can you do that tomorrow sometime? He's available anytime tomorrow.
Yes. You know, once I get my hair cut, I'm gonna look like a businessman. Right now, I don't care, but I'm gonna get it cut before I go to the Deontay Wilder fight and everything. So I'm looking forward to doing everything because I just got finished told them I haven't had a drink or anything for a month and a half, and I feel like energy. So
You're ready to go.
I'm ready to go.
The channel's doing well right now. I will show you how the Patreon works. That way, I want you to have access to it because that's money people will give us for our YouTube channel and to do things. They give money as it's kind of like a subscription, but it's voluntary. You pay it voluntary. People make a fortune off of Patreon. But I want you to have full access to it so you can see the money that's going in there and you have full control of it. I'll give you the password access and everything.
Okay, are you going to be able to come on the show?
Oh, yeah. What time?
It starts at 7.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay, so let me finish. You want to start next week with Brian?
That sounds great.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You want to start next week with him?
Sounds great.
Sounds good.
Okay, Brian. I'm gonna finish doing this. I'm gonna finish doing the show. This is another outlet where we can build and have them involved too. Okay? They want to talk to you. I gave them your phone number.
All right, excellent.
Hey.
What time tomorrow? Maybe around 2 o'clock, you think?
Tomorrow I was going to go to exercise at Tim's gym. I was going to get go in there and train because I'm gonna leave next week. I want to look good for the Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder fight. So tomorrow I want to go in early, and Shania doesn't have no schoolwork, so I want to go in and I want to look good. I want to look good when I go next week. So I'll be in the gym. You'll be in the gym at 2.
Whenever you want.
So
I'm gonna try to get to the gym around 11.
All right.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
All right, Brian. I'll talk to you later. Thank you, champ.
Yeah, no problem. You're the champ, man. All about you, brother.
All right. Talk to you later.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.
That's some good news.
Hello.
That's some good news.
So for some reason, everything started coming together. Bryant was in the gym. That dude could kick a heavy bag. And I was like, where'd this guy come from? He's from Rhode Island somewhere. And then he started talking about building the Witherspoon brand. I got another friend, Michael Wilson. I've been knowing him ever since he was 4 years old. And his family, oh my God, his family, his father and mother is hippies. I don't know if you want to ever get into this. He has Oh, serious. He got serious stories to talk about. I could talk to him about it and see if he want to get involved. But he has some. It's my white friend. He's a white friend, and I love him.
Them
And
crazy white friends, eh?
Huh?
Them crazy white friends.
No, he's okay. It's just that his story is unbelievable. I'll just get the phone and you can talk to him if you want. It has nothing to do with sports. But just imagine his mother and father, they are hippies back in the day, and they believe in certain stuff. Yeah, I'll talk to him, and if you want to try to bring him on once we build things and stuff, he'll probably get on. But I don't know if he'll talk a whole lot about it. But he got a serious life. Him.
Well, before we start talking about the boxing that's upcoming this weekend and next weekend, let me ask you a quick question. Were you able to talk to your son Tim about the podcast that I was on with him? Because I talked to him about building the Witherspoon brand and all the marketing. I told him about my background, so I hope he gave you some good advice. It sounds like he did.
Give me some good advice.
Yes, your son.
No. The thing is that Tim is doing really well.
Yeah,
I have a lot of friends and people that they're interested in building the Witherspoon brand and interested in the heavyweight champion of the world. You have to talk to me and add him on instead of talk to him and add me on him.
Hey, quick question.
I don't care. I don't care whatever way, as long as we all prosper.
Yeah,
Whatever.
for sure. Yeah, I got a question though, because I was asked this question the other day on another podcast. Is Chazz Witherspoon related to Tim Witherspoon?
His uncle, his grandfather, my grandfather are brothers.
Oh, okay.
Now, the thing is that I was still fighting, and he wanted me to train him. So I only had 2 more fights, and I was going to retire. And when I retired, he got these other 2 guys. So I supported him, but me and him together, him and me would have made a lot more money, and his name would have been a lot better, bigger, and brighter. So he didn't bring me on. He brought on the Hinton brothers. The Hinton brothers out of Philly. He brought them to train them. I was disappointed. There was a lot of people really disappointed. There was some upset, saying that me and Chazz together, we could have did a whole lot more than. Oh, yeah. And I love Wayne Hinton and his brother. But the thing that me and Chazz together, especially over in England and other places. So I don't know what it was with him. Why didn't he? Because he came and asked me to help train him. And then I said, well, I only got 2 more fights. Then I'm retired. But then when I came, I just kept on supporting him. He's a nice kid, though. He graduated from what college? He graduated from university. He's nice and calm and quiet. And I do believe that me and him would have went far if he would have just brought me on board. And everybody knew that I could take him far. I had a good defense, and there's a lot of slick stuff that I know. But he just stayed with the Hinton brothers. So it's okay. Everybody all over the world, England, hey, what's up with Chazz? Asking me questions. And I was really kind of upset. And I was answering questions. I was like, well, won't you just call Chazz, call Chazz and stuff like that. Everybody asking me questions about Chazz. I'll do this and that. And I said, just ask him. But if me and him was together, we would have blew it up. And I could show him all this. I could show him all of this, show him how to fight southpaws, And that's what I'm trying to get the job with Anthony Joshua. I got people reaching out to him. I know exactly how to fight southpaws. Slim Robinson was one of the best trainers in Philly, and he showed me. But when I was an amateur, as soon as I walked in the gym and I started boxing, there was a heavyweight named Randy Mack, and he was southpaw. He used to whip my butt until Slim got me. Slim was in this real quick. Slim was in the same gym with Mike Rossman, the Jewish bomber. Remember him, Mike Rossman, the light heavyweight? And I was in there. I went to the wrong guy. I was supposed to go to somebody else, I went to the wrong guy when I should have went to Slim. And then later on, I went with Slim, and he changed everything around and made me. He helped me get as far as I won. But Randy Mack was a southpaw, and I used to spar him every day. And Slim taught me how to eventually get the best of him. And I feel comfortable fighting southpaws. Real quick, we got a little bit of time, right?
Yeah, but I want to ask you a super quick
Okay.
question before I know Mike's got some things to say
It's
about
okay.
the fights and
It's
stuff.
okay.
But I got a big question for you. Razor Ruddock has just announced that he wants to come back into the ring as a real fighter, like as a comeback, not as a celebrity fighter, but as a real fighter. What do you think, Tim? Does he have a chance?
How old is he?
57.
Yeah.
He's 57. If he's in good shape,
He never stopped. He claims he never really stopped, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that is worth a try. He's only 57. I'm 63. I think I should be teaching guys. Razor Ruddock had a good. I do believe Razor Ruddock is left-handed. The way he fights, he's left-handed, but he's just a right-hand. He's fighting like he's right-handed because he whips that left, and his right is crap. His right is crap, but this is so. I think he's left-handed. Yeah, I met him on several times. His arm is like his muscles like that, and I believe if he would have. I love Mike. I love all the boxers. If he would have caught Mike right with that uppercut, that left, the slasher he called it, because I was training with him somewhere, I can't remember, and he called that the slasher. That left, and he whip it up. That's a power blow. He knocked out a lot of people with that.
Well,
But listen. I do believe that defense will carry a long ways, and it'll save a lot of fights. So there's a lot of offensive boxers out there, and they do good. For instance, Tommy Hearns, he was all offense, and I feel bad for him. I love him. I love Emmanuel Stewart. Emmanuel Stewart get all this credit for the Kronk Gym, but a lot of his boxers are got hit and they don't communicate right. Look at Tommy Hearns, right? Tommy Hearns.
Razor Ruddock fought our friend Big Ray back in 2015.
Big Ray.
Yeah, Raymond. I can never pronounce it, man.
just say Bola Ray.
Yeah, Bola Ray. He fought Bola Ray back in 2015. Razor Ruddock.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Actually, Razor Ruddock's last fight was against Dylan Carmen back on September the 11th, 2015. And he lost. He lost. He got KO'd. He got KO'd in the third round.
Who got KO'd?
Razor.
Whoa!
So he's coming off his last fight was a loss. He got KO'd in the third round.
Oh, yeah. I don't know now. Okay, so I'm gonna keep my comments a little short so we can all get stuff. Man, he
fought 3 times in 2015. He beat Big Ray, who was ex-Canadian champion. He beat him TKO 5th round. Then he fought Eric Barak. And that was a majority decision, went all 6. And then, his last fight in 2015, he got KO'd at Rico Coliseum. Time 205 in the third round.
Can I switch subjects for a brief moment?
Yes.
Do you know who got? Okay, so we were talking about a young lady, I forget her name, something Cruz, who got signed to Matchroom, right? But the other big signing that was announced today, Amanda Serrano got signed.
Amanda.
Well, guess who signed her?
Who?
Jake Paul.
No way.
Oh, what's going the hell on?
So
he gave us some money.
So Jake Paul owns a promotions company.
Yep. MVP.
Yep. And they have signed.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Long as he take care of her.
That's it. He's offering fighters right now. Right now, he's just offered Tommy Fury the highest payday he's ever received ×3. He's offered him $1 million for 8 rounds.
For him to fight him.
Yeah.
That's bull.
He's offered him $1 million. He just offered him $1 million to fight.
Yeah, but he need to stop that because he's cutting into the boxing industry, and there's other boxers that'll whip his behind if he fight him first.
Yeah.
That's bad. I don't like that. I understand what you're talking about.
Yeah.
If they can make that money, it's cool, but Why can't he fight? Why can't he fight somebody in the top 10 first? Somebody probably definitely knock him out.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's what we all. That's what we all hope.
If it's one show, I guess you can make that money, but it's going to mess with the boxing industry.
Yep, big time.
Well, it's like someone has said before. I mean, to be blunt, he's got 20 million followers, but they only follow him whether he's blowing up a balloon or, no matter what he's doing, they're going to follow him. So he's not doing anything for boxing or the boxing industry. So, but all I was pointing out was the fact that he signed someone quite serious to his management company, his promotions company, MVP. And MVP, if he's got that much money, imagine who else he can sign.
I think it's good long as he follow the same guidelines as everybody else. As long as he does the same thing everybody else does, he cannot come in there and put little dents up here, dents here. He has to follow the guidelines like every other manager and promoter. He can't have no kind of special things. I think that because look, I said I'm with the guys. We trying to get the union together, and I think that's wrong. So I think that he can't just come right in the middle and do that. He has to start from the bottom because there's guys that's working their way from the bottom up to the top, and I think that's wrong.
Oh, wait a sec.
It's because he has money.
Wait a sec. There's only let's count them. How many?
But Tommy Fury is right there. He can. It's okay.
How many promoters are there really in the world right now?
I guess it's a whole lot of them. I can't tell you.
No, come on, seriously. We got Bob Arum, we got Eddie Hearns, we got Oscar De Hoya. I'm running out.
You got Frank Warren.
Frank Warren.
Did you see Oscar talk?
You got the Wasserman brothers.
And what about the guy in California?
Salida Promotions.
What about the black guy? What about the black?
My point is we're running out of names. Okay, so along comes Jake Paul. Now, if Jake Paul can actually pump some money into this industry and get a serious promotions company off the ground to compete against
Bob Arum.
There's nothing wrong with it.
As long as he in Showbox.
That's what I'm saying.
It's okay. It's okay long as he followed the same thing.
If he does it the right way, and signs the good boxers, and then
I think it's good for the game.
Pays him right. You know what? He will gain respect of the boxing community if he does that for them.
So you guys.
I believe it's a way for him to gain respect in the boxing community because he knows he's already done it such a bad. He's already done it bad by doing what he's doing with all this bullshit with him and his fake boxing.
Right. That we agree on, and all I'm saying is today's announcement, signing the Amanda Serrano, I think is a good move. I mean, that's what he should be doing with his money.
I think so. But and she will start from the bottom and go work her. She's already up to the top because she'll fight a big fight soon as she come in. I don't think nobody can beat that girl. I was at an event where she's pretty and she could fight.
Well, I'll tell you who he's thinking of setting her up head to head. Right, Katie Taylor.
Yep.
She'll beat. I'm not gonna say that right off the bat. I was in the reality show with Katie Taylor and her dad in Ireland. We had fun. Tyson Fury came in. You got like 30 seconds. I'll tell you what they did.
Yeah.
So I was a part of the show with other Irish celebrities and Tyson Fury. I love them guys, but they came over and asked me to give Tyson Fury a couple of rounds. And my reply was, Katie Taylor was there too. She hot. She could bang.
Yeah.
But I think she lost that fight with that girl before. But so Tyson Fury and came over and asked me, did I want to spar? So my reply was, I've been retired for 6-7 years. I said, what are you gonna ask me to spar for? I said, I can teach you something. So I started thinking, do they really know about boxing? Or you don't disrespect somebody like that. You wouldn't come over to somebody that's retired for 6 years and say, won't you spar with Tyson Fury? When Tyson Fury retired, and I was a trainer, I would never walk up to him and disrespect him and say, "Hey, can you give my guy a couple of rounds?" But then I thought about how much they knew when they did that. Were they doing it to try to? And I love them guys. I sat with them for an hour or two. Me and my daughter, we cool. But I said, I wonder if they know what they're doing, because they asking me. I was retired. I'm 2-time heavyweight champion of the world. Do they want to make me look bad? They want to, because I wasn't in no shape. So I just was questioning how much they knew. Dude, you don't do that to the former champions. So it was in Ireland, and we had fun after that. When I told him that, I said, look, I would teach you something, but I'm retired for 5 years. What kind of questions you have to ask me? And that's what I told him. And then we went on with the stuff. Katie Taylor was a part of it. A lot of Irish celebrities was in it. It was called Lord of the Ring. you remember that? I don't know if you might remember. It was called Lord of the Rings, and I don't think we won or nothing like that. We didn't win.
Hey, you know what I'm curious about? I'm curious about nowadays whether there's more of a England versus the world boxing scenario happening. There seems to be an awful lot of bragging coming out of England right now about how many heavyweights they've got who control, say that within the top 10, let's just say.
Well, they're not controlling the belts anymore.
Well, you've got, okay, all right. Well, we'll see on October 9th when if Deontay Wilder.
Saying, like, they can brag all they want, but at the end of the day, didn't Joshua just lose?
Yeah. But if you, I'm just saying, I'm asking Tim here, question, not you can answer as well, Mike. I'm just simply saying, it seems to me like the British in particular are saying we have the best boxers in the world, even though Usyk just beat Joshua. Okay. But the argument still reigns. And all I'm saying is if you guys, because I brought up Big Baby Anderson, okay? Yeah. One of the great heavyweight fighters that I'm watching, okay? Mike introduced me to him. He's a great guy. He's a great fighter.
Where's he from?
Jared Big Baby. Oh.
Where's he actually from?
He's
fighting now?
No. Oh, yeah. He's undefeated, right?
Yeah, he is undefeated. He's born in Toledo, Ohio, and he resides in Toledo. So like he's one of these guys, like, you wouldn't know about him unless somebody puts you onto him. Okay. He's 21 years old. He goes by the Big Baby, Jared Big Baby Anderson. He's ranked right now 10 out of 279 in the heavy division in the United States, and he's ranked 53 out of 1,050 in the world. He's 9-0. With a clean, perfect knockout record, 100%. He's only 21 years old.
I think I might have heard of him.
Oh,
how big is he?
Believe me,
is he big?
He's a big boy.
Okay,
he's been on the undercard. He's been on the undercard of a lot of fights that you've probably watched. And I'll tell you, man, he's no joke. Like
he's no joke.
He's dropping people.
His
last fight was against Jeremiah Karpinski. That was back in April. He fought again back in February, I believe it was, against Kinsley Ibeth. And yeah, man, he's.
I don't know these guys. I'm not discrediting him. But
no.
But the top 20.
You're going to see him on the 9th. You'll see him fighting again on the 9th.
Okay, but the top 20. I'm gonna let you get it right now. But the top 20. You knew every single one of them when I was fighting. When I was fighting, the top 10, everybody knew their names. The top 20, everybody knew their names. But now you don't even know the top 3.
See, here it is. He's on the Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder card. You're gonna see him.
Oh, I'm gonna be there. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll see him.
Anderson.
Okay. Yeah, I'm flying out.
9-0.
You'll tell him that the boys from Talkin Fight are behind him.
Okay.
Okay. Also, I want you to watch out for F.A. Ajagba.
He's from Nigeria, boy, right?
Nigerian. He's 15-0. He's fighting Frank Sanchez for WBO NABO heavy title, and that's going to be a good one, man. And Frank Sanchez, no joke either. Frank Sanchez, talked about this guy before. He's 18-0 right now. This is a big fight, big fight. Honestly, if it wasn't for everybody wanting to see Fury Wilder, I'd say that'd be the fight of the night, man. The Frank Sanchez and the Jagba.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
Yeah.
you have Edward Berlanga, who's 17-0 right now, going up against another pretty big fighter, man. And that's Marcelo Esteban Corses, and that's for the WBO NABO title, super middle. So there's some big fights going on there, but not a lot of people know about this guy Jared Anderson, and he's on the undercard for this thing, man. He's listed, I think, to go about third lineup. And let's see, man, I love watching this kid. He came out in a chef's uniform in a couple of his last fights, man. And he's like, yo, man, I'm just going to chef you guys up that knockout. You know what I'm saying? He comes in there, means
Whoa.
business. He comes in there, means business. He's got heavy hands. And he's no joke, man. He just.
Okay. So here's my point. The English don't even know about him.
No.
But the English, and I'm specific about the English here, are so nationalistic. Okay.
Yeah.
And I was born in England, so I'm allowed to say this.
Okay.
They are so national. They think they have.
Where was you born?
I was born in Preston, in Lancashire.
I used to go to Preston. I used to be in Preston. Go ahead.
Your son told me that, actually. So
Yeah.
anyway, so my point is the English are very nationalistic, very prideful, as they should be, but they think right now they have the best heavyweight lineup in the world. Okay. Whether it includes Tyson Fury, and I'm no big fan of Tyson Fury. I don't like what he's saying recently. I don't like what Deontay Wilder's saying recently. I think trash talking should be, when you talk about top football players or top baseball players or top basketball players, do they talk this way to each other? No, they're professional. They don't talk this way. Tim, did you ever talk that way? Did you ever talk?
No, not. Well, when Larry Holmes said a little bit of stuff, and I said just a little bit back to him. I think too sometimes it's fair. It's fair. I mean, I've been boxing. It's fair in a way. You gotta find a way to get that heart up, and you're gonna talk to the opponent like a certain way. But we didn't really do that bad. I didn't really do that bad because I showed it in the ring. So
that's
you promote the fight by doing it a little bit. But I think Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder went overboard just a little bit. And I don't know what that could be. That could be either fair or I don't know. You just got to figure it out what that is. You do promote the fight, but sometimes they go a little bit too far.
Well,
they go a little bit too far.
Yeah.
I'll be blunt. That's an understatement.
Oh, hey, let me say.
But
let me say this. I'm like every time I watch some of the young guys fight, because I'm so used to seeing a lot of different skills, I just get disappointed. The build up to the fight is beautiful. They walk in, they have the hats on, they have this on, but as soon as that bell rang, that's when I get disappointed. I don't see the skills like back in the day. I don't see them, but I do watch the fight. And the buildup is beautiful, but then when they start fighting, I'd be like, okay, I'm going to watch the fight, but it's not like in the back in the days.
Yeah. It's not like back in the day.
It's not.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. But you know what? There's only, I believe, four people that are bitch in the top 10 heavyweight ranking anyway. It's not like they're dominating it. They might have the belts, but that's about it.
Tyson Fury, like I said, I spent time
I like him.
with him.
I like him.
He's got plenty of heart. He has plenty of heart. And he tries.
He's got plenty of heart, and you know what it is? It's time for him to have some fun with his money. He's still young. He's going to get in there. He's going to fight a couple of fights he needs to fight, and then we're going to see him respectively bow out, and he's going to go enjoy his money. That's what he's going to do. That's why I can't wait. I can't wait to see him fight. But you know what? He deserves everything. And,
I hope he gets knocked out in the first round.
Well, what can I say about that one? I'm just looking forward to see. It's very interesting seeing this here fight again, and I just don't know. I don't know if Deontay Wilder is gonna.
honestly, he's got to bring something new. If Deontay Wilder doesn't bring anything new, it's going to be a shit show like it was before.
Well, wait. Well, he got Malik Scott, who's a sparring partner. He was a sparring partner. I don't want to disrespect Malik, but he was everybody's sparring partner. They were showing their videos, which they should have never did. Back in the day, my trainer, you never show your videos, and they were posting the videos that's inexperienced. Malik Scott hitting the pads with Deontay Wilder, and all Deontay Wilder have to do is build his left side up and his defense, and he would be invincible. He depends on his right. He didn't have nobody to tell him, look, we got to work on the left hook, the uppercut, and the left side, and build that up, strengthen that up. He would be invincible. But they depended on the right hand. Mark Breland fights the same way. Right hand up here, and jab, throw the right hand. No defense. No defense. So if Deontay Wilder, trainer, would have concentrated on that left side, because the right side will knock you out. And defense. Now you got to have that defense. I think that he would be invincible. I'm telling you. But the trainers are not smart enough to realize that. If I was in this corner, I'll be in there working on the jab with weights, getting on the uppercuts. I will make sure that left side of his body is invincible. Then you know he's going to win that fight. If that jab is like Larry Holmes and Ali, that right hand going to get in. But they're not thinking that. They thinking about all this other stuff. I did not see one defensive mechanism when Malik Scott was hitting the pads. You didn't see nothing. You didn't see none of that. All you saw was bap, 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 and Malik Scott doing like this, acting. You know, I noticed that, and I'm cool with Malik and stuff. But there was no defensive mechanism. Did you see them holding the pads?
No, I
didn't see them. Okay,
no.
They was flashing it on the internet, and I sent the message saying you shouldn't put the videos up. Wait till after the fight.
Yeah, man. Oh,
somebody gonna a smart trainer capitalize on that.
Cedric's trying to jump in.
Cedric, what's up? I got some wine for you. Where's Cedric at?
There's some big fights going on this weekend, man. I'm actually pretty impressed with.
He's not here yet.
Lots of them going on. We got the Vasquez Flores card coming up. I don't know if you guys know it. That's gonna be awesome.
Well, there's a fight.
There's fights on tonight, right, in Italy. We got some cards going on in Italy tonight.
Whoa, that's good. We got fights.
Televised on
fights everywhere, huh? Okay.
Oh, there's fights everywhere tonight. We got the Scardina and Doberstein card that's going on in Italy. You can catch that on DAZN. There's a bunch.
Never heard of them.
No, I know, but you know what? It's the never heard ofs that really blow your mind sometimes when you watch, eh?
Yeah.
It's those guys that watch that stuff.
There's a kid. There's a kid 3-0. He's in Italy. I was trying to get him a manager. I was trying to get somebody to bring him over. I can't pronounce his name. Next time I'll come and bring you his name. But
there's a bunch of undefeateds on this card that's on DAZN tonight. The main event, Dobertson versus Scardina. Scardina's a 19-0 super middle out of Italy right now.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we got Nicholas Esposito, who's a 14-0 on the same card. We got Vincenzo La Famina, who's a 9-0 super bantam. We got Rashid Mati, who's 10-0 welter. You got Samuel Namoa, who's 15-0. Like all these guys are undefeated and they're on this card, man. And
this is DAZN? So is this
Cedric,
UK right now?
You can take the knuckle up. You can take the knuckle up password, and you can go right punch that in, because knuckle up has that, and you can watch it tonight, man. No problem.
Nice.
Because we have to watch it anyway because we got to report on it on Sunday.
Exactly.
So I'm just letting you guys know what we go through to find the fights, to find the knockouts, so you can watch our show.
Exactly.
Our show right there.
Hey.
Our show, what is it? The knockout of the
All right. Hey, listen. What you guys should do then, if you're that good, is you should start picking some winners. Out of all these undefeated fighters, who's going to win? Come on, who's your pick?
Oh, I'm taking
don't sit on the fence.
I'm taking Scardina. I'm taking Scardina for the win there. against Jurgen Douglaston. Yeah, and that's for the vacant WO Intercontinental Super Middle title. So go Italy.
All right, fans, notch that one.
Notch that one in there. There's lots of fights going on. Honestly, there's an event that's not televised actually in the hangar. Got a bunch of debuts, man. So the Brits are putting out a bunch of debut fights tonight. They're not televised, unfortunately.
What time does it start, Mike? What time does it start?
Oh, it's probably going on around now. Probably just starting now. I haven't even turned on the zone yet. Okay. I'll check it later. It'll be there to watch anytime. So
yeah, you're right.
Cash Ali stopped his last boxer.
Yes.
Remember, Cash was supposed to come on. Did you see it? Some of it.
Yeah. Also, the Eubank Junior card is going on, man.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Right.
That's tomorrow.
He's
with Roy Jones, right? Is he with Roy Jones?
Yeah. Yep. We got some big fights on that card too, man. Honestly, I've debuted a whole bunch of them this week. Everybody that I talked about this week is on this card. So guys, man,
Chris Eubanks, he's the closest. Like Roy Jones Jr. Sorry, I forgot to turn the clocks off. You can hear the bell go off. Sorry.
Put them kids to work, eh?
Roy Jones has worked with a couple of pro fighters, but it looks like Chris Eubanks is the one that kind of trying to adapt the Roy Jones style. Like, don't get me wrong, no one can repeat what Roy Jones did, but
exactly,
as far as like his last fight, Chris Eubanks, he threw like a triple left hook, kind of like how Roy Jones would do it. So as far as the guys that Roy's has worked with, Chris Eubanks looks like the one that he's as far as more successful as far as adapting Roy's style. And Champ, one thing I want to add in what you were saying before about when people do pads and no defensive moves. I always emphasize that. I always tell people you should always expect the punch coming back at you. Like, yes. Even if whatever you're doing, even if it's just one block or one slip or one step back, like it's not just don't just throw and just stand there and wait for the tree to fall. You know what I'm saying? Always expect the punch coming back at you. So whenever I do pads, I'm always either coming back with a hook or make them slip the straight punch or make them duck under. It's never just offense and just standing there watching, right? Always expect something coming back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You don't get to hit people for free, eh? That's the way it works.
You got to incorporate.
Listen,
defense.
You tag somebody, you should expect to get tagged back. You don't get to hit for free. And it's been like
you got to incorporate it.
It's been like that since fighting in the playground at school, man. You hit somebody, you get hit back. That's the way it works.
You got to incorporate defense with the offense, and it looks beautiful. If you just all offense, you're gonna wind up being brain dead.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
You might be a crowd pleaser, but at the end of the career, it's not going to be good for you.
At the end of your career, you won't be sitting around doing crossword puzzles. That's for sure.
Can I say something that really touched me the other day? It's not going to take that long. Oscar De La Hoya got on the media, and he was talking, and he couldn't remember nothing. Did you see that?
No.
He was talking like he was punchy, and he kept looking at the girl, saying, "Is that what it is? Is that?" And then I texted on there and said, "Oscar, are you playing?" I texted and said, "Are you playing, Oscar? Because you're not talking right." I said this to him. He was acting like he was punchy. He kept asking the girl, and then he kept forgetting. He was like,
He is coming out of the hospital stay with Corona, though, right?
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought he'd been on Mike Tyson's ranch.
I was with Mike Tyson like a month ago at Iran Barkley's. I think I might have told you guys. Iran Barkley had a fundraiser up in the Bronx. Mike was there with his wife and kids, and it was beautiful. They was raising money for former boxers and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. We need more stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's why I come on the show. To stay active. I hadn't drink or nothing, and I feel really good. I think I like it like that. But it's okay to have a little glass of wine to warm you up every once in a while. I'm more active around the house. I'm more active around. I'm cleaning up. I'm waking my daughter up for a school, and I like that better. So I just got like a little bit of wine. First time in a month and 3 weeks. I got a little bit right there.
Good for you.
Nice.
No, it's not.
We were talking about Roy Jones Jr. and he's actually got a promotions company himself. And quite frankly, he was in the news recently, like yesterday or today, promoting his fights in Mexico because quite frankly, he's discovered a whack of talent down in Mexico and he's putting on fights. So Roy Jones Jr. is not just, building up brand in England.
He took that Mike Tyson money. He took that Mike Tyson money, huh?
From the fight.
And I'm going to say, put it to good use.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, looks like
right.
it.
Okay. That's cool.
As opposed to other people we know.
Yeah.
like you saying, like you think those guys like Tyson Fury, all the guys making that money should try to invest some money into the sport because they really are making money for like when your career is over. Maybe you think they should be doing stuff like that. Just a little bit.
We were talking about this earlier today. Anthony Joshua, for example, allegedly has now pocketed 300 million pounds. 300 million pounds.
You serious?
And he's a very wealthy fellow right now.
Our money.
And what he doesn't have though.
Well, he ain't fighting.
Well, what he doesn't have is he doesn't have legacy.
Oh, there you go. 100%. You're right about that.
So he'll probably be back in the ring to fight for what they call legacy. And
I've been having people.
Legacy costs money though.
But I've been having people reach out because I can really help them, real quick. Now you might know this, trainer, but when Usyk was shooting his right jab, right? This is what a lot of people don't know about southpaws. You can take your hand, you can block their jab, that right jab, you can throw a hook over top, or you can block it, you can throw a body shot, or you can slip this way. And this is what you can do, you go around the back. A lot of boxers or trainers just have you keep your left foot on the outside, right? Of their lead feet.
Yeah.
And all you just out here don't work. But there's much more you can do. You can keep on going behind them and make them turn into your hook. So like you should throw a right hand, I'll slip and I go behind, I keep going. As soon as Usyk turn this way, I can hit him.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that. I would have to show you. And a lot of boxers did, my trainer Slim showed me that. So you just don't stay here. You can keep going around the back, and Usyk would turn right into your punches. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Don't get that away because I'm trying to show that to Joshua.
But
it's one of the things we teach in Muay Thai pretty early. Is slipping past that. We slip past that, and then we turn and make you square, and we square up, and then by the time you're turned, you squared up right into our shot zone.
Well, you make them turn by you going in back. You make them turn right into your punches.
Yeah,
and a lot of boxers don't.
You're squared up, ready to go, going right down the pipe, and there's nothing they can do but just take it.
Yeah, the boxers, they're not doing it. They just stay here. They just stay right here.
Wrong, guys.
Okay, go ahead.
Is Lomachenko still training? Because I'm pretty sure he's training Usyk.
Lomachenko, the dad, or you mean?
He ain't training no Usyk.
Lomachenko's training. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is.
No, his dad. I think his dad is. I don't.
Yeah. His dad.
I didn't see nothing. I didn't really see nothing in Usyk. I didn't really see nothing.
That's the whole point. He's managed by the Klitschko brothers, and he's trained by Lomachenko's dad.
He didn't look like they were saying all this stuff, and I was like, I didn't really see nothing.
And that's why people had him as the underdog because, he was smaller. He didn't have the reach that Anthony Joshua had. He didn't have the power. But you know what? He took it to Joshua. Joshua.
Especially in that 12th round. He almost stopped him in that 12th round.
Yep.
And I didn't really see nothing devastating, really. I'm not trying to take nothing from the fight. I didn't really see nothing. I looked at the fight and I was like, it was just a basic, regular fight to me. But you had the two big names. Yeah. But I was disappointed about the performance on both of them.
I think Joshua. I think people were expecting Joshua just to impose his size and just kind of walk him down and stop him early. But I think Usyk used his boxing skills, because I said they both won gold medals at the Olympics, but Usyk's skills were still different levels to the gold medal. Usyk's boxing skills were a lot better. Like Usyk, he didn't land any one punch devastating one punch that dropped. Well, he did drop Joshua, but it was more so the straight lefts right down the middle. That is more the speed that was catching Joshua off guard as opposed to the power with that straight left.
Anatoly Lomachenko, ahead of the Joshua fight, was pulled in by the USAC camp. They did use him.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. I'm assuming.
I
Yeah.
don't see where they can show you. I don't mean to cut you off, but I don't see where they can show you. Because Lomachenko got all natural skills where he do it natural like Floyd Mayweather, and there's no blueprint really where you got to go by it, if you understand what I'm saying. So how can he teach somebody? He has to be in top shape to do all that stuff and all those little moving stuff. Everybody can't do that. There's no blueprint for that. That's all natural.
I think the thinking behind that is that when they were all amateurs, he was their amateur coach. So maybe they brought him in just to get that mind frame again, as far as
Lomachenko is all natural. And would they put stuff on the floor and move your feet so you could do it over and over again? I don't see how you can do that. Him and Floyd, like, there's natural movement. There's no blueprint where you can write it or you put it down. No, this way you move, this way, slip. No, Floyd just is no blueprint. Just tell me if I'm wrong. Lomachenko, is no blueprint. Where you go in the book and see, or the trainer, no, you put your feet this way, that way, you throw the hook this way. It's all natural. That's really complicated when you get boxers like that.
When Lomachenko was a little kid, his dad put him in dancing lessons for a couple of years. So that also helped with that, like whatever, like folk dancing, like the real, not professional stuff, but like high level dancing. So that's where that high level footwork came from Lomachenko. Yeah.
So we just heard the bell scoring points for Cedric there.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So we might have some more people coming on, trying to build the show up. I was talking to those guys. This guy that's helping me, and he was talking to my son. And I just got the YouTube channel by this guy Brian. This guy Brian I met at the gym, and he knows a lot of. He got a lot of resources. Know a lot of people. And so hopefully we can get things moving with all these guys coming on, if it's all right with you guys and stuff. Yeah. You heard them talking. They heard them talking. This guy can kick the heavy bag in half. I seen him kick the bag. I was like, and then he got a vicious left hook, and he's not big. He's only like 180, 170. So you guys, you'll meet him. Well,
that's Muay Thai, man. That's Muay Thai for you.
No, Mike, that's heavy bag for you.
Oh, what's her name? The heavy bag. What's her name? We're
rude.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they're talking something I don't know about.
No, trust, inside joke, champ. That's all.
Okay.
He made me choke last week before we started the show as a joke.
Okay. Because Mike said he's got a new heavy bag coming in, and anyway, it's a long, short story. But
that's what her name was.
But you hit the heavy bag.
Oh no, I was getting one delivered, and I said I'm waiting on this heavy bag, and he's like, "What's her name?"
Oh, okay.
That was pretty funny.
All right. I'm sorry, fans.
Yeah, we're gonna be a little more PC now.
There's nothing wrong with
we got some good cards though this weekend, man.
Yeah, we do.
There's some good cards. Let's talk about them quick because we're almost done. The Vasquez Flores card. It's all Latino. It's gonna be good, man. There's gonna be some good fights on it.
I think that's a Mexican versus Puerto Rican clash, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be good, man. There's a lot
of those guys don't like each other. That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, I know they don't like each other at all. It's definitely gonna be a big card, man. We got heavyweight co-feature on there. American Southpaw Brandon Moore is on that. He's 9-0 right now with 5 KOs. He's a guy to watch. Then you got Jesus Angel Nero and he's the hometown favorite, man. He's 15-9-1 with 6 KOs, and that's in the 10-rounder. They got the Mexican junior welterweight puncher, Jamir Espinosa. He's 10-0 with 9 knockouts. He's fighting Jorge Luis Melendez, and they're fighting in an 8-rounder. Then you got the rising Cuban contender, Pitbull Machado, who's 17-0 with 8 knockouts. Will face on the upset-minded Salazar, who's 11-8-1 with 3 KOs in an 8-rounder. And that they will fight in a contract made of 154 pounds. And then you got Machado previously won the WBA International and WBC Latino belts at 122. So it's going to be gearing up to be a pretty nice war. Then you got in an 8-round junior welterweight contest, Christian Yerzaqueta, 19-4-2, is fighting the unbeaten in his last 3 fights. Will take on the veteran Juan Okora. So I know we've all seen these guys on cards before. Maybe you guys just remember the names.
I haven't.
Okay. Then we got Jonathan Gio Don Lopez. He's 4-0 right now. Nice guy to watch. 4-0, 2 knockouts. And an 18-year-old phenom from Puerto Rico, Jorge Diaz, another guy to watch. These guys are all on this undercard, man. So, guys, you don't want to miss that. Then we definitely have the Eubank card, and I've been talking about that all week. Everybody kind of knows what that is, man. That's the only really big card that's highlighted this weekend. So
the card that you just mentioned, is that tomorrow or tonight?
That's tomorrow night. Night. Tonight is some stuff that's just on the zone.
Eubank, right?
To watch it.
Eubanks is tomorrow, right?
Yeah, Eubank is tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah,
who do you have, Cedric? Who's going to win that one?
I'm going to go with Chris Eubank just by default because my favorite fighter of all time is his coach. So I'm going to go with him.
He's in really good shape. And I think that he'll pull it off too. I think he'll pull up. I don't know his opponent, but is his opponent from England? I don't know, man.
No, I think he's German.
Yeah, his name is Anatoly Muratov.
Okay.
But unbelievably, I think he's German.
Yeah, I believe he is German. Yes, he is German. He was born in Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
He's tough. He's tough.
This is what's changing the face of European boxing right now, is the influx of Eastern European fighters into the German scene, and it's really changing up the way German fighters are perceived, because they have the money, they have the wealth, they have the promoters like the Wassermans who are actually promoting German fighting. So I think in the upcoming years, you're going to see a change in the European standings, because I think there's going to be a lot of German fighters, such as this chap, whose name I can't pronounce. It's not Max Smelling, although I think he fights in the Max Smelling Training Center. But anyway, the point of the matter is I think there's going to be a lot of German, really great German fighters in the next few years because of the influx of the Eastern Europeans.
So we got to get a lot of people coming on and watching our show. I know that is there a lot of people viewing the show?
So we have viewers coming in from Nigeria, from the Philippines, big fighting centers, let alone England, let alone America, but big fighting centers around the world that we rarely hear of, who are coming in and tuning into our show, whether it's on Facebook, on YouTube, or Twitch. So all around the world, people are looking at us right now.
So you think maybe Brian can help a little bit with some more marketing?
Absolutely.
Like that.
Absolutely.
He's a good guy too. He's a hustler.
I mean, heck, we have one of the biggest names in conditioning and training in Cedric Ben. Man,
go ahead, say you was training people in the gym?
Yeah.
You was training? Okay. Where you up in Canada? You up in Canada?
Yeah, Windsor. I'm right by I'm 5 minutes from the Detroit border in Windsor, Ontario.
I was talking to Davey Hilton. Hilton, I love the Hilton brothers.
Yes.
I love the Hilton brothers, man. I was in Don King's camp with them. Stewart passed away. It was Davey, Matthews. It was one more. Davey died in a car accident. With dumb boys. Let me tell you something about dumb boys. They do not back up from nobody. I don't care who you are. I had a lot of respect for them. Davey and them,
2 minutes.
they had plenty of heart. I thought they were black.
Yeah.
not saying that. That you know what I'm saying? They was acting all tough, come in the ring, and they my buddies. I love them, man. They dad passed.
I never got to meet them personally, but I've heard all about them growing up. Yeah.
Did they dad pass away?
That I'm not sure. I think so. I'm not sure.
Them Hilton brothers came to Don King camp and wrecked the place. They boxed everybody. No, in terms of boxing, they didn't back up. And if you spit on them, they spit right back on you. I gave them respect. They my friends for life. I like them, but they were good people too. They was good. Yeah. They were good. Yeah.
We're at that hour, guys. I don't mean to cut you off. We're at that hour.
All right.
Especially you filled it. Nice.
Time flies. All right, Mike.
It always does. Boxing fans.
Call Brian.
Yes, we will call Brian. Talkinfight.com. Don't forget to go and subscribe. Guys, thanks for tuning in. We're watching around the world. Wonderful night. Kim, welcome back to to the panel. Good things are happening in the future for us.
Thank you.
Can't wait. Cedric, thanks for coming, even though you were late. Even leaving the bell on. Love it. It was great, man. To all the fans around the world watching, thanks. Tune in next week. Same time, same channel. 7 o'clock. You know where it's at, man.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
That's it.